What up, ladies and gentlemen? I am. This got to be some of the funniest things that could ever happen. So, I made a video last night, early in the morning on December 13th, at about like 1 a.m., talking about Jonathan Majors and my views on the whole situation and how the case can be very simple. And I was like, well, until we actually see what happens, there's no way that we can determine what's going on, so on and so forth. And all the character destruction is irrelevant because as long as he ain't uppercutter, it doesn't matter, right? Well, at the moment that I'm loading the video today, my homie sends me this video, and I kid you not, it was perfect timing. So let's go ahead and check out the video so you can understand what I'm looking at and why this is just hilariously perfect timing. All right. So if anyone is unaware, this is actually based off of how the explanation went with the driver's account during the trial. He made it very clear that during the time that he was driving them on May 25th, 2023, 12:42 in the morning. As you see, if you look closely, you can see Jonathan Majors putting her back into the vehicle as he tries to leave. As you see, she will not let him go. So, what does he do? Get off me! Get off me! Hits the turn. Homie is like, if you look, just look. He is not thrashing her, punching her, none of that. He is getting her into the vehicle. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Why? Because if all facts and accounts are correct, she was putting her hands on him after she went through his phone. And as you see, this is a man trying to get away. She is holding on for whatever reason. Now, this man is on a run and she is on a foot chase. Look at this dude. This has got to be one of the funniest things. This man is running, crossing the street. You feel me? And she is still chasing after him. Mind you, she's got heels on. Now, if this man had violently grabbed her and broke her finger, why is she running into the street with oncoming vehicles, all in an effort to catch up to him? If he really beat you down, like you claim, you would probably be calling the police, getting the driver to call the police. You wouldn't take this long of a run. I don't care who you are. No one's going to run this far. No one's going to take this amount of time to make this type of trip. But yet she still was doing it. Now, peep game, I want you to peep this area right here because this is where it gets pretty interesting. Because this is about 2 minutes of a chase that she did. But if you look at that area, somewhere like the building looks the same, maybe on the other side, but this is only a minute later. She's talking to guys about the situation. Got people, yeah, see, she's trying to plead for some form of sympathy. Now, I wonder what she's telling them because there's a portion here that we're going to see that you don't actually see. MTR, Mediocre Tutorial Reviews, shows it. But you see him walking past. She goes to reach out for him. He keeps walking away. So the dude in the black actually tries to chase after him. So maybe this is the part where where Jonathan Majors like step off and then she's coming. He looks frustrated. If I just beat you up, I'm not going to be looking extra frustrated, but she's playing victim. You dig? And this is how it happens. Women will initiate the problem, initiate the fight, but then turn around and try to play victim. Now, as you see, this is the next day. Well, it's still the same day, but 11 hours later, right? Well, 10 hours later. So, calls the police. Police come. He shows them where she's at. Now, unless this dude is a psychopath, you're not going to want to be anywhere near the person that you just pummeled and beat up as she claims he did. Why call the cops? Why tell them what's going on? Even though the text message did show that she said, if it's the text message, but she said that she was going to try to end herself and she's taking sleeping pills. So, let's see. As you can see, she's changed clothes. So obviously he's had nothing to do with that. You can see her fingers pretty swollen. Now, I've said this in the previous video before. If you are actually swinging on somebody and you don't know how to punch, you can definitely get your finger messed up. You can mess up your hand. You can mess up your wrist. You can even mess up your shoulder, elbow, everything if you do not throw the punch correctly. Now, the problem with all of this is she went to the club, had drinks, kicked it, moving her hands around, free willy-nilly, all of that stuff. And now you could see that something is amiss. Something don't look right. And this is why I will say this. Believe all women is a very dangerous statement, because believe all of them? Like, none of them lie. How many times do we have to show on video that people lie? The burden of proof is on the state. Not everybody just believing what someone says is dangerous. Y'all heard of the boy that cried wolf? It's an old tale, but it still is relevant to people today. You keep lying and lying and lying about stuff, and then eventually when it really happens, no one cares. But the thing is that we've decided not to follow that path. We just still keep believing people who make up stories. And I'll even say this. The way he yanked off, maybe her little frail fingers was when that broke. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a possibility. But understand something. He was trying to get away from you, and you wanted to hold on to him. So if you're wanting to hold on to a man who is trying to get away and your finger gets broke, whose fault is that? You're not allowed to hold me hostage. I'm trying to get away from you. You didn't already put your hands on me. Per how the story is going, you put your hands on me. I have a right to vacate that spot. I don't have to sit here and take it. That's how sick the community, this is how sick the world is. They expect men to just sit there and take a beating. Because this is actually a gender problem. This has nothing to do with race. Oh, that's what he get for dating a white woman. All of that stuff. But shut up. All right? Let's be real. It's a gender problem. There are people out here that really believe men can just get beat on and they don't have a right to defend themselves or even run away. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to the people in the comments that I was seeing. It was like, this is a waste of taxpayers' money, which it is. Like I said, he can be a horrible individual, but if he did nothing to her that day, then this case is pointless. I'm sorry. You can say, everybody can say whatever they want. Well, she said this and this. Did he beat her that night? If he didn't, shut up. This has nothing to do with nothing else. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments section, and be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.